Hello everybody, how you doing? Dark Sage Ron here, the Relaxed Gamer. Okay, let's get a Skyrim going. I'm going to quickly check something out. Please bear with me. Okay, I might be doing a little bit modding on my Skyrim. Just give me a few minutes. Okay, guys, I'm sorry for this. I am doing a bit more modding. I will be doing a bit more modding. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my game. Okay. We are getting. I'll show my desktop to you. If I can. Here we go. So, as you can see, I am downloading a quality world map for and Solstein map. Uh, there's other. There's other ones I'm watching. Uh, Even better quest objectives. Okay, let's look at that one. Even better quest. Okay, so this will actually I well, maybe that is a little bit of a cheat. Well, okay, no, it gives you a little bit of a better description to tell you where to go. I have all those. Okay, so what's next? Mm, no, I don't want that one. What does IHUD do? Does it even? Okay, I got something already for that. Okay. Okay, so let's install Apparently, Soul's quick menu. No, I probably wouldn't use that. Um, it's a quick menu that helps. Quality. Oh, I already have it installed. Let's see what else. Okay, so in essence, I'm just adding one more. So now I have to run. That's what it is, loot. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now with that done, we should be able to do this. Okay, now let's get to load. That is my latest one. Please not have crashed. There we go. Oh, I already have it. Okay. Mod configuration. Deadly Dragon. Okay, good, 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 good. Wait, I could... With this, I can convert Dragon Souls to perk points? Get to know your...
That's close enough. That's close enough. Huh?
Look at that. A cave. Who knows what could be down there?
What was that? What was that? We always have to fight back. Terminals goes, my guy.
I know I heard something.
Victory is yours.
Just checking something quickly.
Over here!
You're outmatched.
Ouch. I don't know if killing him was the right thing, but... Mm. Dave, if there's an off chance that you are there, please say something in the chat. Hi, Daryl Dove, how you doing? Oh, the real Dove. Sorry, I mispronounced that. I am so sorry. How are you doing? That's cool, that's cool.
Bits and
Chops and
baubles
steaks
for
fit for a Jarl.
sale.
Playing some
Come on in.
Skyrim. I'm
We've
still
got
on
warm
my
food,
first
warm
playthrough.
drinks, and warm beds.
Any news of the Alakir? At last, I can rest safely. You have done me a great service, warrior. I cannot thank you enough. Take this reward. I managed to sneak some of my wealth out of Hammerfell when I left. It's the least I can do. For now, I will maintain my ruse here. You are always welcome in the Bannered Mare. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
Ooh, that's some interesting.
See you around.
Okay, mod configuration, Sky UI, general, curved. What about Celtic? Ooh, that looks cool too. Okay, now let's look at straight. Sorry about this, Daryl. I just found the settings for my UI. I think I actually like, Celtic. Yeah, that looks pretty... Wait, what? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. What is fabricate object?
Huh? There's a rift here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right.
Okay, so let's take a look here. Miscellaneous. With the Jarl of... Why don't we speak with the Jarl of Riften?
Somebody help!
Please, hey, someone do something.
Out of here. They say if a vampire so much as scratches you, you'll turn into one. That better not be true.
Okay, so let's go and talk to the Jarl.
You're someone who can get things done. I like. What can I do for you? Well, I feel Ulfric's cause is just. My concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Between you and I think his motivations are a bit more self-serving. He uses this holy war as leverage in order to pursue the throne. If he were to be crowned High King, I'm not so certain it would be the golden age his followers expect. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of the treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Ah, there you are. I was wondering when you'd visit us again. I've been informed by my steward that you've made quite an impression in the Rift. Several of our citizens have expressed their admiration. Much like Miol, you've become champion of our hold, helping people with their difficulties and providing assistance for their needs. As the Jarl of Riften, I feel it's my duty to honor your selfless behavior by honoring you with the title Thane of Riften. Before I can present you with the title, there's but a single requirement you must fulfill. A Thane of Riften is expected to maintain permanent residence within the city walls. My steward has such a home available to you for purchase. I think you'll find the accommodations to be most pleasing. When the house is yours, return to me, and I will present you the title. Good journey to you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, and as Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance, but speak your mind. Splendid! There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
What can I do for you? Then allow me to officially welcome you to Riften. You'll make a fine addition to our city. All that remains now is to bestow the title upon you. I should be the one thanking you. You've solved more problems in the short time you've been here than anyone in my court has their entire careers. You've been a beacon of hope in these dark times for my people, and I will never forget it. Therefore, by my authority as Jarl, I pronounce you Thane of Riften, and award you all the benefits befitting your station. Congratulations. Good journey to you.
Appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember.
Okay, now to find my new house.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Until next time.
Yay! I got 2 houses now. Okay, so all I need to do... Yay, I don't have no, I don't know... Well, I have 2 more miscellaneous. But I want to stay a neutral party. Okay, guys, I will be right back. And I'm almost back here, guys. And I'm back. Okay, my Skyrim just crashed. Hopefully it doesn't freeze the game this time.
Huh?
If I'd been on guard at the time, wouldn't nobody be disturbing that part.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
Being an apprentice is great. I get to swing a hammer at things.
Huh?
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver Blood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city. Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Okay, let's
Bloodiest beef in the Reach.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
That armor, it's like nothing I've ever seen. It forged midnight.
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
The Warrens isn't a place for your... Oh yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. You already know all that I know. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. Uh-huh.
You don't want to be. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia. Be careful. You want something from me?
The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want?
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
That's what you want!
Lucky hit. I'll tear you to pieces.
Just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back!
I'll rip you in half.
Keep those hands up!
I'm gonna kick.
Keep those hands up!
Oh, enough. This ends now.
Fight!
Son of a... I'll rip you in half. You mangy piece of pit bait.
Stand there and take it? Fight back!
I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear. Nepos is in charge. That's all I know.
They say the college has been sort of. Mages.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step
Lisbeth
up and
handles
down.
the customers. I just check the shipments.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. For sworn attack. I miss that stubborn oaf. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Bella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. Come back whenever you need something.
Feel free to take a look around the store.
The Great summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Okay, let's go into the Silverblood Inn.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
What can an old skull do for you, huh? That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. It's a school that teaches music, poetry, that sort of thing. Most bards in Skyrim have been to the college at some point. If you're thinking of applying, talk to Viarmo in Solitude. Good fighting to you. This one's a favorite of mine.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer.
I remember her. Her stance. The way she walked. A trained warrior, no doubt. She had a room here. Might talk to the innkeeper about it.
Watch your back, friend. Better yet, pay me to do it for you.
Of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
Huh?
You'll know, the Dragonborn's come.
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said?
Sure, what can I do for you?
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
Ysmir's blessing on you.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe, the Dragonborn comes.
This is the Silverblood Inn. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth.
For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
Of course. But I can't just hand that over. Privacy, after all. Well, you seem like the honest sort. Here you are. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink.
I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
The bloodiest beef in the reach.
You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
Want a cut of venison or mutton? Of course you do.
Blood and silver, man. Blood and silver.
Yes?
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send her in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear girl, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. He is the King in Rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving alive. Give up on yourself!
I have to want. What does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards?
The Silverblood family will be heard.
You just let old Nat know if you need anything. All right, dear?
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that, the people just insisted. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years. There isn't an inch of this building that I haven't cleaned up.
Jarl can refuse to see. You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Honor, pride, mighty Talos. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. Stay out of my city.
I work for the Silverbloods, help clean.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. I have records I need to tend to.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent? That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! What? By the gods, Beatrice! My wife.
You're mine.
They killed her. The blood is now.
Okay, I'm going to have to reload because I accidentally hit the guy and now they're attacking.
You there, you another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a... Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he... That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've... we keep... He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak...
They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. He used the Thu'um, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city, just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Hey guys, I will be right back. Hey, behind the desk, how's it going?
I work for the Silverbloods. Help clean. The Silverblood family will be heard. Yeah, Markarth lives because my family makes sure it's fed on gold and silver. Yeah?
So I have a little bit more energy today, obviously, because I'm not, like, completely tired out from Kendo.
Yeah? I stay
Just
clear
here
of
to
the
work.
Forsworn. Bloodthirsty savage.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. Oh, I'm sorry to keep you. Head right in. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run
Not a
nearly
problem,
all the
not a
lands in this
problem.
hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine. If you're here to talk politics, though, for one, Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers.
The Silverblood family will be heard.
I need to tend to.
Stay out of trouble in my city.
You just let Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors.
Oh no.
The Imperial agent. That's right, I knew. This is my business. Now get out! What? By the gods, that's it!
You can't win!
Over here! I broke your head on my wall!
What do you think you're doing?
Darn it, I have to reload again.
You there. You another... What of it? You can tell Jarl Igmund that the Silverblood family won't tolerate his cowardice for much longer. That's a true Nord hero. He founded the Empire, and now that we keep... He's busy forgetting that Ulfric's... Now, he used... Just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan. Reclaiming the Reach from those...
The Treasury House. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. Oh, I'm sorry to keep you. Head right in.
What are you doing here? The Imperial agent. This is my... Now get out! What? By the gods, that's... God, no! What is that?
I cannot.
Show me what you... My wife. They killed him. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. No, you're not. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots.
Really, you freeze on me now?
I have records I need to tend to.
Riata, did you clean the tables today? They're filthy.
I'm sorry, Betrid. I'll clean right away.
No, don't bother. You're useless as always. I'll get Ildeen to do it.
I'm sorry, Betrid.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors.
Oh, stop apologizing.
They're crazy. Think they rule the Reach. Well, guess who really run? That answer your damn questions. Now get out. I'm Thongvor may. What? But Betrid. Kill you! That takes care of that.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of... I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons.
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Fine. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal. I offered him a stay from execution, so I've let him run his little Forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control. My prison. No one escapes. Madanach. While we were off fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling until Ulfric came and put them down. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house. Get out of my house. Now.
Let me guess, I get outside, I get arrested by guards. Hey Lone Twin, how are you doing?
Bloodiest beef in the Reach.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know. Fellow who wrote that cookbook. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. He His voice shouted him apart. Lightly armored means light... smart. You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend. Outsiders aren't trusted in Markarth. Best keep that in mind. That armor, it's like nothing I've ever seen. Like forged midnight. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
We warned you, but you just had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanak, until you and Eltrus started snooping around. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings. You'll have plenty of time with the King in Rags when you're in Sidna Mine. You'll never see the sun again. You hear me? No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? You won't. The Jarl has ordered a life sentence for you. Get comfortable in the dark, because you'll never see the sun again. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh?
What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. So was I, for the first one. The other murders were all me, though. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanak, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanak's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that.
How you doing, Lone Twin?
Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. Bottles of moon sugar. Khajiit use it as a pick-me-up. Good way to pass the time. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only currency we have down here. A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me, but I knew I'd be blamed. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing.
I'm doing good.
Now I'm here. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. Because life was better under the old ways. No Nords and their laws. One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in your kinsman's blood. Best you not be there on that day, Nord.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? Ah, the gods have a place for killers. You can't carry the burden. You're weak. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. Guards brought me in about 12 years ago. Was running a good group of bandits up until then. But these Forsworn, they're nothing like the men I cobbled together. They're real killers. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. Fine. Go on in. But don't try anything in there. Martinak knows more than you think.
Well, well, look at you. Your kinsmen have turned you into... Well, well, look at you. Your kinsmen have turned you into an animal, Nord. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Your freedom? Yes, but even if you were to escape Sidna Mine, your name would still be stained with all that blood. You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of your kinsman stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshipping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are. The Forsworn. Criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Thonar Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Our vengeance come.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the... Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma. Finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. First it was 6 months. Then a year.
I
Then
was
2
sent
years.
here because someone said I was a
No, I'm in
Forsworn.
for life.
Guards say I don't even know who they said I killed. Couple of years. I wasn't a Forsworn when I came, but I joined up when I got in. Easier that way.
All right then.
Until next time.
Don't read. What do you want? Of digging to do. My story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. Long enough. I'm not Madanak. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. Till next time, watch what you're doing.
How old is my daughter now, I wonder? In prison, you lose track of time.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down. You give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skoomer's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silverbloods want their ore mine, so they threw me in here. Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now, but something keeps me going. All right then.
Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay? Uh-huh.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
You're back! Have you done? Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Sidna Mine for good. Our vengeance will come.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
Prison's not bad. Less complaints when I kill people.
Do you remember the sun? You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanak? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn.
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. It's a little gift from the dwarves. Who knew they would end up helping our cause? We have to move. We'll talk more once we see the sky.
No turning back now.
Found you! Take care of that!
I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to load from here.
never should have come here.
That takes care of that. Here we go!
Someone there?
What was that?
You're no match for me.
This is going to be hard.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magic. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
The host is strong with this one. Ooh, thank you for the host. Let me check who it is. Thank you, Carbine, very much for the host.
I had Kai recover all the... And take this. It's blessed with the old magics.
Madana, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Hey. Here we go! Down! Is that it? Is that your best? No one crosses me! Enough of this! You can't beat me!
Sorry about that, guys. Oh, there you are. Thank you. Holy shit. Bowing him down. How do you like that for bow proficiency? Where did you come from? Before my companion could even turn around and do anything. Eagle.
That's impressive. Pardon me again. I am so sorry, guys.
There's some words of power here. And here we go. We are out of this. I guess I could do one more dungeon and then I think it might be over for tonight.
Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
My word! Look at those ruins. Remarkable.
Eagle whale, snake whale. Actually, I'm going to save it right here. And I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm going to thank you very much for watching. My name is Darksager on the Black Gamer, and like always, save now, save often. I will talk to you later. Bye.